Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. This is an update for Cardano. Now, real quick on the daily, I wanted to show you where we're at just so you get a better viewpoint of what's happening here. First of all, we had a very clean impulse wave. As you can see, good separation. Our retracements came exactly where you would expect as long as you went back and forth between linear and log scales. You can see our first one too came between the 50 and the 618 in linear scale, and in log scale our wave 4 came between the 236 and the 382. You can see we came to the outer boundary line, hit the 1.618 extension of our first wave 1 off the 2, and we came up for our fifth wave afterwards. Off that, we've had a series of complex corrections. I have this in a couple different options. One option has us finishing very soon at around 20 cents. And the other option has us extending out into next year with our low at around 12 cents. Now, if you have this as an ABC, what that would look like is an ending diagonal starting from up here, which would have our 1 as a 3 wave, our wave 2 as a 3 wave, but only came to the 382 retracement level of this. We then had our wave 3, which made a slightly lower low, wave 4, and we're coming down for our fifth on that gray trend line you see here. Now, a couple things I like and a couple things I don't like about that. First of all, this wave is taking a little bit of more time than I would expect. Usually the previous wave takes less time. Again, just a guideline, but something to be aware of. And the other thing about it is we'd expect to come to the 618 retracement of the entire previous bull run here, which on log scale is down here at 12.75 cents. So the best thing to do is, if you are in this trade on the short, is to probably take profit around that 20 cent area and see what the reaction is afterwards. If we come deeper, we can expect most likely the larger ending diagonal. And where our fifth wave in gray here becomes invalidated is below that 18.7 cents, because that would make the third wave the shortest on log scale, which you see in orange there. So if we drop below that level, then this gray count as the ending diagonal would be invalidated, and I would expect the red count of the 345, where we're still in the middle of our third. And the extensions expected on that red count is in white, where we'd get around 16.65 cents, come up for our fourth, and then finally target the 786 at 12.61, which matches up with the 618. And our W wave off the X, or the ABC, would be the 1.618 extension you see there in red too. So a lot of confluence in that area. But as of right now, just trading down to this area myself. All right. Now, off last video, I got a short at the 50 here, just updating if you were in it. If you recall, I said to buy the 50 at this level and just target the 1-to-1. So we got that literally on the single candle there. I got that trade set up, got 1.71 to 1, and took profit, and I've been sidelined ever since, looking for this to end up being a triangle. If you watched last video, I was looking for that to be a fractal of this larger pattern in the wave 1 of the ending diagonal, because it was making a very similar wave pattern. Now, it doesn't mean we have to get that, but I just wanted to make you aware of why that was. So now we can get rid of some of these things here. Get rid of that pattern, get rid of that target here. So we had our ABC. If we're getting this triangle, I'd expect this to be another zigzag. So probably something like this. We get an A wave, we get a flat there, and we're coming down for a C. Something like this. We get a flat pattern. This is a 1, 2, coming down for a 3, 4, 5, and that would make us a zigzag. And then we'd have a double zigzag for our D wave. Now I'm not trading this one short at the moment. There's not really a good entry, but I will be interested after the fact. And that would be that wave completing out. And then we get a nice sideways 3-wave up for our E. And in case the video is not updated, if this pattern plays out, I would look for a short at the break of the B wave here. If this is an ABC, stop will go at this high. I would get triggered into this buy and targeting down around the 20-cent area where our two counts converge. So something like this. It would be a 3+1, 3-to-1 plus trade setup. Now, if we don't get that, we have to ask ourselves, okay, what's going to happen if we don't get this triangle to fill out? What I would expect to happen here, if we don't get this triangle, is we will make some sort of larger flat pattern or WXY. Most likely a WXY. And what that looks like is we get a slightly lower low here, come up, make another high, come back and grind sideways, and then get our C wave up. Alternatively, if we don't make a new low, this would come up, this would be your A wave, we'd get a 3-wave for our B wave, we'd come down for a C, and then we would go to the upside as a WXY or a flat, a 3, 3, and we'd get 5 waves up in here. And this would be a 3, 3, and then we get a flat here. And this would create a larger WXY, complex correction, rather than an ABC. So that's what I would look for if we don't get that triangle. Currently, I'm just sidelined on this one. I did get that last little trade, but not worth trading at the moment until we get more clarity of what's going on here. So I'm not going to be trading this in the short term, but I will be interested in the short if we make a higher high, and I will be interested in the short if we fill out this triangle. All right, guys, that's it for Cardano. I have a lot of other setups if you want to check those out. This is one of the less probable ones at the moment to pick the correct direction. All right, guys, thanks for watching.